episode 389. 389, getting up there to the 400s. Co-host, my brother.
Yes, sir. My bad. I'm scrolling the Twitter sphere for more news in case we need to talk about it.
Hey, it's been a hectic news week. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even know where to start. It's been a hectic news week. A hectic news week.
Oh yeah.
It really has. It's been a multitude of things going on for real.
I thought it was kind of slow, but it has been a little hectic.
No, it's been hectic. The talk of the talks right now is with the Catlin Clark situation.
Yeah. Megan Thee Stallion.
And honestly, I feel like it's good, bro. I feel like it's good. It's bringing more eyes to their sport, regardless of anything that's going on, whether it be positive or negative. It's bringing more light to the WNBA. So that's what we want. It's a bigger market now. We're watching and give respect to the new rookie class. We're watching because of them too as well.
Yeah. But
even though that we have
people to see
when
they tune in
and exposure. That's what you want. But in this, what happened?
I'm talking about what happened.
Yeah, as far as the game and what happened, that's a non-basketball play. Let's just call it for what it is. It's a non-basketball play. It's a lot of them that are envious and jealous at the moment just because, of the market of Catlin Clark and
Angel Reese.
And Angel Reese, like the rookie class, I'll say, especially those two. But they're like generational talents though right now.
They're doing what Magic and Bird did for the NBA for the WNBA.
They are. Absolutely. They are. Because it's not like we haven't seen talents like them before. Yeah. But it's the marketability. It's the time that we're in now as well. They're marketable. Their personalities off the court as well too.
Yeah. They haven't had a player with the play style as dynamic as hers. They just haven't. Sure. And that's just a fact. And it's fine. No one as someone who has watched the WNBA for years, I didn't watch college ball like that. I've definitely watched more women's college ball in the last couple of years than I have before. But I was never a college ball guy, even the men's. I was never big. But the WNBA I always watched, so it's like whenever I could. So yes, they've been good. Yes, the foundation has been laid.
Absolutely.
But you have to give credit where credit is due. The same way there were people playing before Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan still elevated the game to a place that it had not been taken.
Facts.
And it's just nasty to see. It was nasty in the beginning when everyone was chatting about it before she got to the league. It's even nastier to see how what's on display right now. Because it's like Chennedy Carter, and she's been doubling down. She's decided to take this as her Dylan Brooks moment or whatever. Because it was just nasty to see. It's like, what was that? And then the part I didn't like was you not wanting to address it in the media.
Yeah,
it's like, hold on, don't do that.
But what I will speak for, this is the game. This is the WNBA. This is competitive. Catlin Clark was talking her talk too during the game,
and that's fine.
But keep it in basketball terms. That's what
hit the bucket on her.
That's what I'm like.
That should be it. You scored the bucket on it. Say whatever back to her. But to do that,
it was unnecessary.
And I think Angel Reese did something to it in the game too.
That was a flop. But I feel like that was a flop play. I feel like that was more of a basketball play. The other play wasn't a basketball play.
But this is my issue. I had two issues with that game in particular, and it's been happening in other games with Catlin Clark. My number one issue is, where are your teammates?
Yeah, that's fact.
I like how Matt Barnes called them out. Mm-hmm. Like, there used to be enforcers. Mm-hmm. Matt Barnes was like, I was an enforcer. You mess with Cole, you're going to deal with me. Charles Oakley would tell you, listen, anybody touch Michael, you're going to deal with me. You are supposed to protect your stars. Forget the fact that she's your star. She's your teammate.
In multiple situations, it's been nobody's been there to really help her up.
Like, forget the fact that she's your star. She's your teammate.
You gotta react.
You gotta ride for your teammate. Right. Even if you don't like her, I don't know who she is in the locker room. I never heard about Catlin Clark being a bad locker room person. But it's like, right, wrong, or indifferent. Because it makes you all look bad. You ride for your teammate. I remember we were playing Husson, and it was a close game, all game. And it got to the end, and the coach wanted to run up the score to make it look like that he had beaten us bad, which wasn't the case. And we were walking off. I think we did the whole, handshake thing or whatever. Mm-hmm. And we were walking off. And Coach Fukuchi, my D coordinator, was highly upset. I mean, he went smack at their head coach. And I remember, a bunch of their players started to come up behind their coach, and all of us turned around. Mm-hmm. We turned around like, hold on, we doing this. Like what? Like if you fighting, we fighting. We backing coach. Right, wrong, or indifferent. Whether you feel like it's okay for that guy to score at the end or not. Right, wrong, or indifferent. We ride with coach. You know, if he got a problem, they want to fight, we fighting. So it's like you gotta have your people's back, especially your stars.
Especially the star player. And then also it's just like I understand where everybody's coming from as far as like this is being talked about too much. She's being talked about too much. But also it's a positive side to that.
Positive side to it.
It's not just bragging about what she's brought to the league. It's just her marketability brought more eyes. Now we can afford different things. Now we have sponsors looking. Yeah. That's one thing I didn't agree with as well too. Don't assess the flagrant foul after the game.
I hate that.
Also, you got to put it on the ref. Hold up, you got to put it on the refs too, because y'all not trying to protect her either. Y'all know that was not a basketball play. Other plays have been basketball plays. That was not a basketball play. Let's just call it what it is. We're not saying the WNBA is not competitive or soft. That was not a basketball play. As simple as that. I feel like people just looking at it in a certain lens. It's just not.
We looked at Russell Westbrook crazy during the first round of play when he did. He was wilding.
Yeah, but also with
Draymond Green when he does it. We look at him like he's.
To your point though, with Chennedy Carter, it's like at that moment, like she said she didn't want to talk about Catlin Clark, and then the next day you got on Twitter and talked about her as well too. You know. Just especially, I don't feel like Catlin Clark is just based off of her brand, just a 3-point shooter that has just elevated the game.
She would probably average 15 assists if her teammates.
She's just a good player. Yeah. Like let's just call it what it is. She's just a good player. It's been better players than her before. They're better players now. Just her market and what she's doing.
She's not playing as bad as the media was making it look like she was in the beginning. Like she's leading all the rookies in points and assists by a lot. She's doing her thing.
And Hugh, with a lot of people talking right now, this made me mad, bro. I know it's opinion, but Gilbert Arenas saying that Steph Curry's not a generational talent is crazy to me. Oh, yeah. It's crazy to me. Steph is on the Mount Rushmore of changing the game.
You will never. His whole
changing
thing
the game. The NBA forever.
Mimic. You will not see another guy make 400 threes in a season.
You can see. You can try to do it. That doesn't mean that you're him. That doesn't mean you're that person.
You will not see a guy as efficient from half court.
No, we never seen a player like Steph Curry. And he's changed the game. Everybody has mimicked their game, try to mimic their game after him. Yeah. That doesn't mean that they're like identically mimicking it. Like I feel like Jordan, Steph, AI, Kobe, and LeBron. Those five to me are all generational talents that are on that Mount Rushmore.
Those are the five most influential NBA players.
And then you can also add, like we said earlier, Magic and Bird, because what they did for the NBA, it changed the NBA before Jordan was even there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so to say that Steph Curry. Then you got
Steph, bro.
Then you got T-Mac
saying he's not top 10
because he never took his team to the playoffs by himself. First of all, Steph averaged 32 points a game by himself and got his team to the play-in. Steph still didn't get MVP. He should have won MVP.
Steph won 2 rings before KD, and that gets misconstrued. Steph won 2 rings before KD. Let's not get it confused. In this 2022 past season, we didn't think that Warriors was going to make it that far. It was really solely him because Klay wasn't having the best of years. He was just getting back off injury. Draymond was here and there. Jordan Poole and Wiggins played a pivotal part. They did. But Steph went crazy, bro.
Steph is their star.
And he has proven himself unanimous MVP, all the accolades in the world. He's not just the greatest shooter, ball handler too, just player in general. That's just real.
Yeah. He's a generational
That's
talent.
Just real. He's a generational talent.
You've never seen somebody like before he showed up. So I don't know why you think you're going to see somebody after him.
I don't
feel me. Like,
and I respect Gilbert Arenas as a basketball player because he was one of my favorite players for sure.
He was my favorite player at one point.
Like for sure.
Got his autograph.
So I'm not dismissing that. Yeah. But and not saying his opinion doesn't matter. I just disagree with the point because it's just like generational talent. He's Steph Curry is the definition of that, especially in today's world. For the last probably 10 years now, bro. Everybody has tried to mimic his game.
The NBA has changed.
The NBA has changed based off.
It's
of his
annoying,
game.
but you know
that is a generational talent, and that never has been done before, other than the people
you
that
never
we talk
saw.
about Mount Rushmore.
You never saw. The same thing with like Catlin Clark. They never had somebody that played like Steph in their league, and now you have somebody that kind of for the most part plays like Steph. Like she runs without the ball. You gotta always defend her because she can let it fly from wherever, and it's probably going in. But yeah, to say I just didn't agree. I just didn't agree at all. The last thing I'll say about the Catlin thing, because I was reading more about what happened. Like first of all, the ref was wrong, so them redoing that, I didn't like that. But apparently Reese opted to not sit down with the media for whatever reason. Maybe she didn't want to talk about what she did to Catlin or whatever. I don't know. But she was fined $1,000. Now Catlin made a whole bunch of NIL money, so maybe that may not mean nothing to her. But because of that, the Chicago Sky was fined $5,000 for their lack of making sure everyone was aware to participate in the media. So it's like stuff like that. It's like, but now you're costing your team. That may not affect your pockets as much, but now you're costing your organization money. You know what I'm saying? Like that stuff like that can't happen. You can't do that. You know, if you're supposed to sit down with the media, this is what you signed up for. Yes, there's more eyes now, but now people are looking now. The questions are annoying. They're gonna ask you about Catlin. They're gonna listen. The men go through it all the time. The men have been going through it. Y'all asked for this. It's here now. When you pray for the rain, you gotta deal with the mud too. So it's here.
That's real.
So it's like you can't do that because now you're costing your whole team. Your whole team's being fined now.
It's more eyes.
It's more eyes.
It's time.
You know, and guess what? It's deservingly so. But there are some annoying things that come with it. I'm sure the ladies are used to them doing media and not a lot of people covering it and quoting them and it being a news thing. But now it's a thing now. But guess what? The men deal with it all the time. Heck, Jason Tatum in the news because he didn't smile when his teammate got an award.
Mavs in 6.
Season 7.
Mavs in 6. Kyrie is about to be up. Luka about to go insane. I don't. Hey, look here. I don't think y'all been challenged this whole playoffs, and I feel like it's time. Kyrie about to go stupid on y'all in Boston. Oh my! I can't wait until this game Thursday. Right. He about to go stupid on y'all in Boston. That's totally fine. I'm not talking about the past. I don't care about anything in the past.
2 of them were this year.
That's still the past. We talking about right now. What y'all gonna do right now? Y'all the last 5 years. What? Y'all haven't got it done.
Neither has he.
And Mavs, I'm talking about with the position they're in right now, with the team that they got.
I mean, there's a lot of context in those 5 years.
With their supporting cast, with Lively, PJ Washington, and Gafford. Oh, they give y'all problems, bro. They give y'all starting 5 problems, bro.
Okay. But Kyrie and Luka did not deal with the defensive backcourt. All playoffs like this one.
And I'm be honest. Luka and Kyrie are harder to guard than Brown and Tatum.
And D White and Drew defend way better than Ant and whoever that other guy was.
And that's where y'all was. To your point, that's where y'all are going to shine at. I feel like Derek White and to your point, Drew Holiday, they have to come and perform if y'all want this finals. Because
Jalen and Jason play defense.
They have to hoop and do their thing, but those are gonna be the role players that make the game.
Listen, if Porzingis is back and he's shooting at a high clip, it's gonna be.
Everybody, y'all Celtics fans say if he's gonna be back.
Yeah. I already stated if we.
But I don't want to hear no excuses.
We need Porzingis to win.
But my thing is, I don't want to hear no excuses if he doesn't play. So don't even live up to that expectation.
Everybody been giving it to us. Everybody said we weren't challenged because everybody wasn't healthy. But guess what? So we're missing one of our star players.
Y'all went straight through the playoffs. Straight through the Eastern Conference with no Porzingis. Don't make that y'all crutch if y'all don't lose. That's what I'm saying to you.
Well, we should have been.
These
are a better team.
I'm asking you to not make that a crutch if y'all lose this series and he doesn't play. That's BS to me.
That's not BS.
It is.
Especially when I say that we need him.
That's an excuse.
It's not an excuse.
That's an excuse.
That's not an excuse.
That's not an excuse.
It's not an excuse.
I mean, it is an excuse because at the end of the day, y'all have performed up to this point to get to the finals.
It's a difference in the way
it's time, bro.
And like you said, there's a difference in competition. Like you said, the difference in competition.
It is, but
had it either been them or Minnesota, we would have needed Porzingis. Let's be honest. Or Denver. Think about that. Think about those 3 teams with their size and their shooting ability, how we match up. We would have needed Porzingis.
How long has he been injured?
What? Since the first round. But it's a calf injury.
Bro. Okay.
What you mean?
Okay.
It ain't like an ankle.
Like all I hear is
it ain't like an ankle.
I said Mavs in 6. You got your
prediction. I said season 7.
All right, season
all I'm saying, listen, this is what I'm trying to say. Cause we play a different style of ball when he's in, and it's a harder style of ball for teams to play against us. Cause he stretches the floor. When we run the pick and roll, he is 2 to 3 feet behind the 3-point line. Cause he can shoot that far. So if he's shooting at a high clip, which he can do, he's making them. You now have to do something. You're gonna have to pull your big out here to the perimeter to defend this. So then, where's your shot blocker? And that's why we get so many open threes. That's why Jason gets open in the pass. That's what I'm saying. It unlocks so many things in the offense because you now have to send your big 2 to 3 feet behind the 3-point line. If we don't have that, then Gafford can defend the paint.
I hear excuses, y'all, already. I don't want to hear it.
I don't understand.
I don't want to hear it. If he does not play, I don't want to hear.
I don't think it's fair. You know why I
don't want to hear.
Everybody's been hitting me with, well, the Pacers were injured, the Cavs were injured, and the Heat were injured. But when our starting big man is injured,
but guess what? Out of all those teams, y'all are still the better team. So it's an expectation for y'all to win. I don't have no problem with saying that y'all just a better team than all of them. My thing is y'all facing better talent, but guess what? Don't just dismiss what y'all just did without him. Don't just say, "Oh yeah, well now we not gonna have Porzingis." Then I don't know what to say.
Wouldn't you want your full healthy starting five versus their full healthy starting five? I'm saying, if it was your team, wouldn't you want your full healthy starting five?
Of course.
Versus, okay then. So
of course, but I wouldn't make it an excuse. I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, just because we don't have him, that's not what.
I don't think it's an
excuse. That's why we're not winning.
I've been on record saying
it's like you're already saying it. Just a preference.
But I've been on this podcast saying I don't think we can win without Porzingis.
Okay.
Have I not said that?
You said it.
I've said it multiple times. I don't think we can win without Porzingis.
But I still feel like it's an excuse. It's just like at the end of the day, that can be like, okay, well, yeah, we ain't win because we ain't have Porzingis. No.
But I don't think we can win without Porzingis.
Y'all just didn't win.
I mean, that's what people are gonna say. Yeah, that's what they're gonna say. They did it to me last. That's why I don't listen to the whole injury thing. Because last year when Jason sprained his ankle, the first play to ECF, no one gave me grace. I was like, all right, cool. So when everyone got injured in the playoffs this year, I was like, nope, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. That's why I was like, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, ain't no excuse. Y'all won. My question.
But I got season 7.
My question to you is: Rihanna top 5 female artist of all time? I asked you this over the weekend. I'm curious what your thoughts are. Some people I feel like have to be in there.
Yeah, I thought about
Houston, it. Aretha Franklin has to be in there. Whitney, Aretha, Beyonce has to be in there. Missy has to be in there for me. And that 5th spot is like Rihanna, Aaliyah.
I'm not even talking about for me. If it's for me personally, I would have her in there. But for I think just overall, whatever criteria you want to use, hits, longevity, albums, sales, then that's where it gets tricky. If she cracks the top 5, because then, like you said, you gotta have Beyonce in there. You gotta have Whitney Houston in there.
Aretha.
You gotta have Aretha, and that's why I was like, we may not care about it, but Madonna is top 10. We may not care for Madonna, but her legacy stands for itself. She's there. Janet is there. Yeah. So I'm like, dang. So when I really think about it, I'm like,
Aaliyah in there. For me, even
overall, I'm like,
Missy Elliott is in there for me.
I feel like Mariah's got to be top 10.
Mariah's definitely in there.
So I'm like,
Mary J. Blige is in there.
So I'm like, dang. I was really sitting there. I'm like, that's why it was hard for me to put Nicki in there. Because I was like,
and to your point, we got to think about.
And if Nicki is in there,
we got to think about all. We got to think about all genres too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Is Taylor Swift in there? In the top 10?
Who she replaced? That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, I don't know who she replaced because it's too.
But if we're being honest, Taylor Swift got that top. She got that career.
And to answer the question, I do feel like Rihanna can.
I do feel like Rihanna
can be 5. Me personally, she is my 5.
I would say she'd be 5, 6, or 7.
And she just said it like ain't no back and forth because she just had most diamond singles for a female artist, and now she's most diamond certified.
Then when you think about that,
the most diamond certified titles for.
They see got more number 1 hits than Mariah. 13 number 1 hits.
The most diamond female artist ever is crazy, bro. It's diamond singles, and that's when we was talking about it, bro. Over the weekend, we was talking about her albums. Her albums are like classic albums to most people, but to her general. But listen, to her general fans that really her real genuine fans, they have more classic of hers. But recent we were talking about Anti being her cult classic. That's the one of ones. That's the holy grail.
I think that's what she needed to crack the top 5. She needed a magnum opus.
But
not to say that she didn't have any good albums beforehand. It's just that like I don't listen to pop.
So but also in those
Anti
albums,
is like magnum opus for her.
Yes, and then but also in those albums you had crazy amount of singles that came off of those albums.
Yeah, like Lemonade is probably Beyonce's magnum opus.
Right.
I think you could argue the Beyonce self-titled album.
Yes, Beyonce self-titled.
As another one.
Dangerously in Love.
But like people probably when you see a top albums ever list, Lemonade is usually pretty high. So that's like her magnum opus. You think of Anti is like that. Like that's like for people think like the blueprint for Jay-Z is the magnum opus.
Anti,
Carter 3 is Lil Wayne's magnum. Like I think she needed a magnum and she has it now. That's she didn't have it before, but like she 100%.
That's why I feel like she don't even have like it's based off. You can have the criteria as like consistency wise, but I still think
where does she not like where does she lack in the criteria?
I don't like. I bet that the only thing you can say is that she doesn't constantly drop, but she doesn't have to anymore.
Doesn't have to anymore.
You feel me? Like she doesn't have to anymore.
She doesn't have to anymore.
And that's just really what.
And if you had to pick an album to go out on, it'd be that one.
For sure, anti.
I'm gonna go with top 5.
So give me your top 5.
Unless there's a name that I can't think of, like Dionne Warwick or something, I'm going with her.
Give me your personal top 5 female artists, and I
personal top 5 Beyonce. No order: Beyonce, Rihanna. What did I say? Whitney. Sorry, I got caught up. Janet Jackson. Oh, Aretha Franklin. Did I say Whitney in there?
He stole mine.
I would probably take Janet because I'm not a huge Janet fan, but I recognize like what she is. So I'm gonna take Janet out. I'll probably replace Janet with probably Mary J. What big Mary J?
You definitely. Definitely take my top 5.
I thought about A Keys. I was like, she's not there yet. Keys is probably in the 20s.
Nah, I would say mine's is definitely. I already said this earlier.
She didn't have an album on that.
Whitney
on that list.
Whitney who?
A Keys.
Oh yeah, I know. That's when we was. Actually, I forgot to talk about it. She actually spoke out about it. Mine's Whitney, Aretha Franklin, Beyonce. I already said that earlier. Those 3 kind of they have to be in there.
Solidified.
Like they solidified. I said Missy Elliott, and then my last one would be honestly it would be arguable between Rihanna. I'm a huge Mary J. Blige fan. Yeah. And it would probably be Aaliyah too. I really like Aaliyah.
If we're being honest, you know
Aaliyah,
why?
Like honestly, if we being honest, let me speak on something real quick. If Aaliyah and we just playing with us, if Aaliyah was alive, she's the untouchable. I feel like she's 1-on-1. Like I feel like she would be the best female artist of all time. Aaliyah was on another level at an early age, bro. She was honestly like how we look at Rihanna, Beyonce. She was them before them. You know what I'm saying? And then with the production of the other 5, other person I said in the 5 is Missy Elliott. Them 2 was crazy, bro. Timberland, oh my, Aaliyah, bro. I don't feel like these, like the generation that didn't grow up listening to Aaliyah, bro, for real, you missed out.
If we're being honest, I think Rihanna is top 5 because, like, the only person that she really gets compared to is Beyonce, and I'm like, when you think of like what Beyonce has done and the impact that she has. Can we honestly say that Rihanna doesn't have that same type of impact?
She does.
That's what I'm saying.
And like, she crossed genres, bro. She did a lot.
Beyonce crosses genres.
Rihanna crosses genres.
Beyonce has diamond joints. So does Rihanna.
Yeah.
If Beyonce dropped, like remember she dropped the Beyonce album, no promo, and did all those numbers. 100% Rihanna could drop no promo and do the same thing.
And it's not even comparing the 2. It's just speaking to how great both of them are.
So I'm saying, listen, like all the things Beyonce can do, Rihanna does those things. So I'm like, how can we not sit here and not put her
in the 5?
Beyonce got paid $10 million to perform overseas. Rihanna got paid $10 million to perform overseas. Like,
hey, look, these type of songs, bruh, same moment. Boys,
like
crazy.
I'm just going on the list. Yeah. I'm like, what does Beyonce do that Rihanna can't do?
Yeah, no,
I'm saying from an impact standpoint,
from a
fan base standpoint, they both got huge cult fan bases.
To give a little bit pushback on that, Beyonce with the entertainment factor is
100%. I'll give you that.
Stratosphere.
I feel like way better performer.
And to be honest, that's what I feel like puts her over Rihanna. If we're talking about the top female
Oh
artists.
yeah, I'm not putting Rihanna above Beyonce.
Yeah, I'm just saying that those are the comparison conversations.
Yeah,
like
I'm just saying since she stacks up so well against Beyonce, how can we put Beyonce here and not put her there?
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, that's my only thing. I'm like, when I really think about it, like Beyonce did a stadium tour. I think Rihanna's last tour was a stadium. Like Rihanna could do.
They
stadium.
both 1-on-1.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't see what Beyonce other than like she's way better performer. Like way better performer. Other than the entertainment factor, there hasn't been much that Beyonce done that Rihanna hasn't been able to either do or be close to doing. Yeah. So I'm like, if she's right, it's like Kobe and Mike. I'm like, if this is Mike,
I agree. That's
Rihanna gotta be Kobe.
That's a good comparison.
Yeah,
I agree with that. My question, since we bringing the infamous, would you rather be reborn as the smartest animal or the most feared animal? So would you rather be reborn as the smartest animal or the most feared animal?
I would rather be the smartest animal.
Just because you said smartest, I'm gonna say the most feared. I was going to go with the most smartest.
I still like the original of this,
but I think the most feared animal, because if we talking about survival skills, I'd rather be the most feared, because I don't feel like if I'm talking about the most feared, we talking about the lion. You know what I'm saying? Like talking about those type of animals, they're the most feared. They're not tried as much. You know what I'm saying? They're more the hunter.
Oh, you picked the wrong animal. If you want to be the most feared, because if people ask me what animal would you be, I say the elephant, because no one bothers him.
I mean that's true too. But I feel like the most feared,
besides the humans,
but the most feared, I feel like are the lions.
The lion has great PR, because honestly, the tiger is the king of the jungle.
Or the tigers.
But I would be the smartest. Because I think when I think of like the type of smartest I want to be, I think of Bugs Bunny. I've always said this in my life. If there could be if anyone's brain I could have, I would love to have Bugs' brain. Because he thinks. If you ever watch Looney Tunes, he thinks so quick. Yeah, like that's how smart. Like he
one of the most legendary.
He was super smart.
He was smart.
Like he got out of all situations. He done had a gun pointed dead in his face, and somehow he done finessed his way out of being shot. Like every single time.
A legend.
Like he's a legend. Like when I think of being the smartest animal, if I come back on Bugs Bunny level intelligence, no one's messing with me. I don't care who you are. Try me if you want to. You will lose.
But I feel like the most fear is just survival. But being smart, that's why I was like, cause smart is just like you know how to move. You're aware.
Yeah.
I feel like that can come with being the most feared as well too. Because
because I'm smart, I'm afraid of you. And because I'm afraid of you, I know how to prepare if you try to like.
That's true too.
You know.
I'd rather be the.
But yeah, Bugs Bunny is a legend. If you've never seen the Looney Tunes, go watch the compilation of Bugs Bunny. I promise you, like the smartest. I've always wanted. I was like, yo, if I could have anybody's brain, it would be him. There would be this there were these old folklore books on tape that I used to read. My mother used to not read, but listen to. My mother would get them for me. And I feel like it was a character there that was probably based off Bugs Bunny. Brer Rabbit. Brer Rabbit was the same way. Like when you listen to those stories, Brer Rabbit was insanely smart. Like he knew how to he could outsmart any other animals.
Speaking of outsmarting, bro, I gotta bring this up before we go. You have to watch. Oh, okay. I ain't worried about that right now. Listen. You gotta watch this new Netflix show, bro. I'm putting this show on top 5 ever in my Netflix watches, bro. TV shows. I promise you. This Your Honor. Have you seen Your Honor?
You're just not getting hip to Your Honor?
Hold up. Stop. I'm just now getting hip. Now stop. I'm just now getting hip to Your Honor. And I was going to ask you if you watched it. Now we can talk about it. You seen it. All right.
I'm waiting for season 3.
All right, listen.
Because it's really a Showtime. So I was watching it on Showtime.
But I'm not.
I didn't know it was on Netflix.
So I'm 2 seasons in right now. So let me just spoil your alert. Let me just give you a little gist of it, and he knows it now, so it's gonna make for a better conversation.
Well, I say you late.
And I'm late to the party, y'all. So spoiler alert if y'all don't know.
It's a Showtime show.
I'm late. But it's about a judge, a son. It's about a mafia or mob boss family, the Baxter family.
There's 2 of them.
In the beginning, also, the son Adam was having relationships with the teacher. All combined, all this stuff are intertwined. But the basis of the story is, in the beginning, Adam is driving. He's driving. He's coming from his mother's funeral who died. It was the anniversary, her first anniversary. He came to drop off flowers. He was driving in a bad neighborhood. It takes place in New Orleans. He was driving, and he was like trying to get a hold of his inhaler because he was having an anxiety attack while driving. And mind you, he's like 17, 16. He's a young dude. From the Baxter family, their father's very wealthy. The Baxter father is wealthy. He gave the younger son, Rocco, what's it called? A dirt bike. Yeah. He joy riding off the dirt bike. Adam ended up hitting Rocco, and his leg broke. He was dying on the scene. Adam ended up calling 911. Got over there, was trying to help him out. He didn't end up helping him out. He left. He hung up the phone with the police. Went back. Mind you, this is a judge. This is a mafia. This is about to get crazy. So the story goes from there, and you got to watch it from there. It's crazy, crazy, bro. So action, drama, mystery.
Dad was gonna take Adam to the police station to turn himself in because it wasn't an accident. But then he realized whose son he hit. Once he realized whose son he hit, he basically spent the whole season trying to cover it up because he didn't want his son to die.
Correct. And the cover up was crazy. It was going going up to plan until it got to about episode 8 where things started to turn crazy.
You've seen season 1 and 2.
But I've seen up to 1. With the craziest part about it is
finished 1?
Yeah, I finished with 1. So the craziest spin about 1 is that Adam and the daughter started getting into relationships.
That's why he's an idiot. I'm like, talking. He needed to be shot. He was being dumb.
And it's just like,
he was being dumb.
It was like, bro, yes, it's like no awareness.
He had no awareness.
You just murdered this young lady's brother. Also, you're not gonna say nothing. You still interacting. Now you putting your father in harm's way because he's been covering you this whole time. All you have to do is sit down and chill out.
And now you just fall in love.
You just kill somebody where you should be honestly in jail for.
You don't fall in love with the boy's sister.
And also, as a father, what are you to do in that situation? Especially if you see, the other person beside that, but behind that is the father of a mafia. He's a drug lord. He about to have all of us, our whole family killed on impact as soon as he know who did it. As soon as he find out who did it. So he trying to protect you in the midst.
My man Kobe family.
And he trying to protect in the midst. And then Kofi. It's crazy because this young black man, and also it's so much imagery in this show too. That's what get me excited about it because it's like it's a rare watch where you have a lot of intellect and you have like a lot of action and drama and mystery in it as well. This remind me of like a documentary type of show. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? I really vibe with it, but Kofi got in the midst because he got set up by it's another son. Who's the older son of the Baxter family, and he got set up by him. Like, hey man, look here, go steal this car, all right? Because everybody.
That was the mayor, because the judge asked the mayor to hire Robin's car.
Yes, correct. So yeah, the judge trying to cover up stuff. You're right, and then he ended up, Kofi ended up stealing the car. Yeah. But he got told by one of the gang members, oh no, you gonna steal this car. He got set up. Then they pinned it on him. Because mind you, the dude Adam, he hit him with the car. All evidence is on the car, but that happened the next day. So it was like the 9th and then the 10th. So everything was matching up back to the dates at that first season. Man, look here, that's all I'm gonna say. Y'all make sure y'all go watch, and I don't even promo. Like this show is amazing. I'm about to finish.
So when you gonna start season 2?
I already did. I'm on episode 1. We about to be on 2. I'm on it.
I was about to say, I'm about to get me hip to something I ain't seen.
I'm on it. The greatest Netflix shows to me, TV watches for me of recent is Money Heist. Ozark is up there for me.
Like that.
Yeah, Ozark is up there for me.
Ozark Fire just starts so
Your Honor is getting up there for me early. This Jones stuff.
Yeah, I'm waiting for season 3 now that the Mayor of Kingstown is back. I watched first episode yesterday.
I'm hip on that. I'm
glad
Godfather Harlem 2 about to come out.
Hey, I'm glad the strike is over so we can finally. Well, I don't know. Bryan Cranston said he was taking a break from acting. So I don't know, but hopefully we get season 3. Hopefully, already in the works. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm waiting on. Like he playing catch up. We been here.
Oh yeah, now we can really talk about. I ain't know.
Man,
He ain't give me hip. But yeah, that day Your Honor fire.
I thought I did. My bad.
That joint fire. All right, man. Another amazing episode. Episode 389. Road to 400, man. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. We out of here.
Yes, sir.